Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
And you are tuned into Our Plugs, a community connection where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is a show that connects Black and minority-owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice. This is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the community connection.
Now let's get into today's show. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. It is your morning host, DJ Kitty, here with my little sister, my girl, Mrs. Morningstar, and we are from Our Plugs, the community connection. Oh, today is hump day. Thank you. We are halfway through, almost through, because this week is taking us through there, but we agreed on Monday that we are going to have a great week irregardless of everything. So yeah, we are going through some things, but it's all good. I want to say good evening to our family on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for being a part of the conversation and a part of our journey. Well, today is one of those days where we all need reminders. Your reminder to drink your 16 ounces of water just went off. Get your water intake in, as well as your medications, your daily medications, your morning meds, and of course your vitamins. And get you a great breakfast. There's nothing like a good breakfast to start your day on the right path. So come on in, have a seat, get you something good to eat, something good to drink, and enjoy the show. Today's show, it's our sisters on the show. How's your mental? We have Counselor Nikki and of course Mrs. Jack. Today's conversation is HIV prevention and care for women. Knowledge is protection. So of course this is going to be a very informative show. But before we can get into the show, we must start our show with our affirmations, our morning affirmations. And those affirmations come from my little sister right there, Mrs. Morningstar, the affirmation queen. Good morning, Miss Morningstar. How are you?
Hello. Welcome, and good morning. Good morning. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Hold on, y'all. I got an echo because I'm sharing us on YouTube. All right. Anyhow, sorry about that. Welcome in, y'all. Happy Wednesday. That just threw me all the way off. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is having a great morning, as you should be, because you are halfway there. We are almost there. I see the finish line, okay? Because Friday is the best day of the week. So let's get some good affirmations going, incorporate it in our day. This affirmation, I wanted to focus on daily affirmations, making it your routine. It should become a routine for you. Every day you should have something positive to say. Speak it into existence in the morning when you wake up. It should be seamless, effective way to enhance your mental well-being. Integrating affirmations every day helps create consistent practices that reinforce positive thoughts and beliefs, whether it's during morning routines or journaling or while meditating. It just helps with the morning routine. And it speaks about morning routines, journaling and meditation, incorporating those into your beginning of your day. So affirmations for resilience and growth. We'll go through a couple of those. I am relentless and can overcome any challenges. I have the strength to navigate through life and challenges. Every setback is an opportunity for me to learn and grow. I am patient with myself as I grow and evolve. I trust the process of life and embrace the journey. I am open to new experiences and personal growth. Affirmations for peace and mindfulness. We need peace and mindfulness. I'm grounded, centered, and at peace with myself. I'm in control of my thoughts and I choose positive ones. I'm a beacon of peace and tranquility in all situations. My mind is calm and I trust myself to handle whatever comes my way. I trust everything is unfolding in perfect timing. All right. And I think that last one. Breathe deeply and release tension in every breath. So if you can take a few of those affirmations with you on just today or daily, it will help you get through your week and it'll help you get through your day. You can use it for any aspect of your life. And those are your affirmations.
Sounds good to me, Miss Morningstar. Sounds really good to me. And thank you for those affirmations. Let's go ahead and get into the weather. Holly Springs, you have a high today of 72, a low of 38. Feels like 73 during the day, 48 at night, with a 97% chance of rain. Winds are out of the north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We have thunderstorms on the forecast, thunderstorms. So be safe out there. Humidity is very high during the day, high at night, and air quality is good. Memphis, Tennessee, today you have a high of 71, a low of 40. Feels like 73 during the day, 46 at night, with an 85% chance of rain. Winds are out of the southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We have morning showers and thunderstorms. Memphis, you guys are in for some bad weather as well, so please be safe out there. Humidity is very high during the day and high at night, and air quality is good. H-Town, Houston, high today of 76, a low of 52. Feels like 79 during the day, 68 at night, with a 73% chance of rain. I hate it when it rains. Winds out of the northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. We are facing some thunderstorms as well. It's going to be a partly cloudy day when those storms clear out. Humidity is very high during the day, high at night, and air quality is good. And that is your weather for today. Now, folks, let's get into some news that you can use. Man, there's so much going on, Miss
It
Morningstar.
is. It's a
It's
lot.
a lot. It's a lot. But as I'm watching the craziness that's unfolding in Iran, I want to touch on Iran right quick. Iran set up there and basically told Frumpy, no, no, we are not accepting a peace and resolution when you want it. We are not. What we're going to do is we're going to handle business the way we handle business, whether you like it or not. Miss Morningstar, take over really quick for me.
Yeah, on our terms. Iran is not playing no games. The new Alatoya, I'm saying that right, Alatoya, that they put in power is the son of the deceased. And he lost not only his father, he lost if that was his mother, his wife, his child, his sister, his nephew. He lost his entire family. His entirety of family was lost in this.
And this,
So he's not playing no games. No,
let me tell
absolutely
you,
not. No negotiating.
let me explain something to you. If you take out my entire family, I am going to turn into John Wick and the Equalizer. And that is exactly what we're looking at. This man,
Absolutely.
he is going to be on his John Wick and the Equalizer. And there is, look, let me tell you something, sir. We ain't got nothing to do with that. Please, when you watch the movie, John Wick was really specific about the people that he went after. He didn't just go after everybody and anybody. He went after specific people. Look, I really and truly need Iran to understand we ain't got nothing. Look, I ain't do it. And I understand that you mad at the man with the orange hands. I am the black hands and his orange. I'm not orange at all. So please be specific
They
when
know
you retaliate.
exactly who they want, and yeah.
Ain't got nothing
But
to do
they
with
don't
that.
mind doing what they got to do to get to it. That's the
That
thing.
that ain't my
It's
business
innocent
anymore, sir.
folks, huh?
That ain't my business.
It ain't mine either. I always shout out. Hey, I'm chilling. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all business. It's y'all business.
This ain't got nothing to
It's
do with
y'all
me.
business over there.
And Pete Kegsbreath, he made it sound like, oh, they were threatening America. No, they didn't threaten America. No, it was specific to the male
Well,
community.
for the last 40 years, somebody has chanted death to America. I mean, they've chanted it for the last 40 years and they never did nothing. And this is the thing, like that was one of their excuses of why they had to help Israel. They had to help BB.
Mm.
Again, miss me with all that.
Nope, nobody made a move in 40 years. You're right, Miss Jack. Nobody bust a grape. Okay, they had all kinds of fruit flying away around, and nobody bust a grape. But this orange, black-handed,
Monster.
swollen ankle, diaper rash neck monster decided that he wanted to go over there and take the whole man's family out. Now, think about it. Somebody come into your house and they unalive your daddy, your mama, your wife, your child. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
The man is on his John Wick. And Frumpy said, oh, well, I'm gonna let y'all know when, we gonna, stop the war. It ain't up to you, sir. It ain't up to you. John Wick has entered the chat, and that ain't got nothing to do with me. He better figure it out, though. He's probably held up in his bunker right now, but that's on him. Um, all I'm gonna say is duck goose, sir, duck goose. I hope y'all figure it out. I hope y'all figure it out. Uh, then Lindsey Graham got on social media talking about that we need to send our sons and daughters. Who is we?
Lindsay girl, go sit down somewhere. Go sit down,
Who?
Lindsay girl. Lindsay girl,
Who?
go sit down. Please. And thank you.
Who is we?
Lindsay girl be talking out of her mind sometimes. Lindsay girl is just a ball of confusion.
Well, Lindsay, you send your people. You go over there. You send Frumpy's son, Baron. You send his granddaughter. She 18. You send your people. And Representative Anna Pauline Luna on Monday challenged Senator Lindsey Graham to go fight in Iran in response to the senator's continued support for the conflict. She told him, and she's a Republican. She said, you go over there and fight.
Yeah, how about that?
She said, you go over there. You first. Y'all always try to send our kids.
Get suited and booted. Hurry up.
And MAGA, y'all can go any day. Y'all always talk about the, stolen valor and what you would do. And do you remember those videos with them beating themselves up and hitting themselves in the face?
Yeah.
You ain't got to do that. Just put on your uniform.
Real warriors.
Catch a flight. Go on over there.
Real
Show us what you're really made of. Instead of sitting on social media, punching yourself in the head, knocking out your teeth. You only had 2 in your mouth. Now you're down to 1. Instead of you doing all that, lace up your boots, go to that recruiting station. There should never, as much noise as MAGA talk, there should not be a shortage of soldiers ready to fight for Frumpy. Where y'all at? I thought he was your man's, my man's. I thought he was your daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you sign up yet? Because that's my answer to every maggot that I come across. Did you go and enlist? I heard they need your services over in Iran. Go on and put your boots on the ground over there while you're terrorizing cities in the United States. We want you to lace them up and go on over there. So we shall see if Lindsay is gonna, get him a suit. He probably wanted in a dress. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
A ballerina. He want a tutu.
He want a tutu. He can wear a tutu. Just grab you a pistol and go on over there and handle your business.
Couldn't you imagine him?
A
I'm so
tutu.
pretty. I'm so
Hmm.
pretty.
I can see him in a tutu and some combat
Do,
boots.
do, 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 do.
I sure can. Yeah.
Oh,
They
Lindsay
are so bent on sending our children over there. No, send your own. Don't volunteer our kids. Send your own kids over there. You got money for war, but you won't feed the poor. Send your own children. Our children, they go into school. They're working jobs. They're trying to get
they got
trained.
stuff to do.
They
They
got stuff to
busy.
do.
They busy.
Tied up. Tied up. Check back in about 30, 40 years. Anywho, in another upset, in a stunning midterm move, a Republican congressman man walks out of the GOP, dealing a major blow to Mike Johnson. So they lost another Republican. He became an independent.
Oh, was this the House or the Senate?
House. California Representative Kevin Kiley announced that he is immediately leaving the Republican Party to become an independent. This move complicates House Speaker Mike Johnson's already razor-thin majority. So that leaves him down to 3.
I was just about to say, where is that number at now?
Yeah. He's the only independent in the lower chamber, in the House. He's the only independent in the House. So I guess he said, you know what, I'm sick of this. I'm going to go on and step on this side, and y'all can have it. And yeah, that's, I was thinking that, come these midterms, all we need to do is vote and get them folks on out of here. And wouldn't it be nice if we voted, got them up out of here, voted in a Democratic president, and they expanded the courts and made Jasmine Crockett a SCOTUS? That was beautiful.
Love it.
Maybe, just maybe, a delay isn't a denial. Maybe her greater purpose is to be on the Supreme Court. Her and Ketanji, baby, unstoppable. Now that is something I can get behind. I only have one more. Did y'all know that James Tallarico, that's really not his name? Did you know that? His name is actually James Dean Collins.
Why change his name?
I don't know. He hasn't answered that.
Something going on?
You got a warrant out for your arrest or something? What's going on?
You on the run? What? I mean, that sounds kind of familiar. Like
JD.
What's his name? The senator. Ted Cruz is really. What's his real name?
I forgot that man's name. Cancun Cruz. That's what his real name is. But
I think it's hold on. I know it. I've said it.
I know I do.
Somebody in the comments, y'all know Ted Cruz's real name. Because he changed that boy, he didn't want to be too ethnic, He didn't want to be so ethnic.
He didn't want to be ethnic at all. So he decided that he was going to change his name.
Okay, yeah, Raphael.
Raphael, yes, that's
Raphael.
It. Thank you, Technique. Thank you, brother.
Raphael.
Raphael changed his name, and so did JD Vance. Why are y'all changing your name?
He changed his name too. Yeah.
What could be the reason for you to change your name? I might have to send him.
Raphael was too ethnic. He had to go with Ted. Just Ted. Teddy bear.
Just call me Ted. Ted.
Call me Ted. That's my name.
Call me Ted. I'm surprised he didn't go with Tad. That sounds a little bit. Anyway. All of them are suspicious. It seems a little suspicious. Same as, yes, Nimarata. What's her, what did she change her name to? Oh man.
Oh, you talking about Nimrod?
Nimrata. She was Oh man, let me just look it up really quick because you
What
know
was she? That get on my nerves when I forget stuff. What was her name, y'all? Nikki Haley. Thank
Nikki
you.
Haley. Thank
Nikki
you, thank
Haley.
you.
Technique. Thank you. Shout
Now,
out to Technique.
thank you,
W's in the
Technique.
chat for Technique, y'all.
Now, how do you go from Nimrata to Nikki Haley?
Nimrata.
Why are y'all changing y'all names? I don't get it. Are y'all trying to sound more white, white sounding, white presenting? So, you know, because you don't want to let people think that, you know, they're actually voting for someone of color. You have a little brown in you. Mm. But James Tallarico, he changed his name from James Collins to Tallarico. Now, are you trying to sound more Spanish? And he's had his name as Tallarico for some years now. And he's actually been, you know, in politics for I believe six years. Mm.
Hmm.
Sir, why are you changing your
Where
name?
did he get Tallarico from?
It sounds very ethnic. So I don't
Hmm.
know. Mm-mm. That is one that I'm curious about. I wonder if he'll ever answer. Anywho, let's go ahead and go to break, Miss
I think that's
Morningstar.
his middle name. His first name is James Tallarico. Is it Tallarico? I don't know. We'll
His
find out.
name is James D.
Tallarico.
Collins.
It says here James Tallarico. So maybe
Uh-huh.
okay.
Go ahead,
Mm.
put James Dean Collins in
Dean.
your
Oh.
Dean Collins in your search engine. Then it'll bring up Tallarico. That's his government. That's his
Over
given name, his
James
birth
Dale
name.
Rico.
Anywho,
Mm.
let's go to a commercial break. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingandTrainingServices.com. This is Transformation Training Academy. If you're someone that people walk up to and just talk to and tell all their business to and they don't know you, this is your sign. If you're ready to level up, Transformation Training Academy is ready for you. Coach Nikki and Counselor Nikki push you past your limits into your purpose. We help you break patterns, build confidence, and create real change. Your breakthrough isn't someday, it's today. Contact us at info@thetransformationtrainingacademy.com.
You're locked in to WKRA 92.7, the voice of the community. And listen, 2026 is all about showing up and shining. That is why we rock with Morningstar Boutique by Tam, where fashion meets confidence, purpose, and style. From everyday chic to head-turning statement pieces to some fly arm candy, Morningstar has it all. And while you're shopping, tap into the community. Discover Black-owned and minority-owned businesses at ourplugs.com. Also, check out MorningstarBoutiqueByTam.com, where your light owns your style.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. Okay, Miss Morningstar, I'm going to turn it over to you. Are there any articles or stories you want to go through and make our listeners aware of?
Absolutely. So listen here, guys. Mississippi, the latest generational test for Democrats, a House race in Mississippi. So Evan Turnage, 34, is mounting a long shot bid to replace 78-year-old Benny Thompson. It's time for Benny to go. You know, I like Benny Thompson. He had a few bumps, especially when it was the whole Joe Biden thing. And, you know, I felt Benny made some comments he shouldn't have made. But, and then a couple more. John Lewis. I mean, it's a couple. He was good for his time. He was amazing for his time. But I think we talked about this the other day when we had the young lady on the show who's running in the clerical courts.
Monica Meeks.
Monica, right. It's time for them to pass the baton.
Pass the torch, baby.
Pass the torch. Evan Turnage is 34. He's a I had it in here. He branded himself as a fresh alternative to Thompson. He's a lawyer. He represents the 2nd Congressional District, former lawyer, Office of Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. Okay. So he has some experience. So he is going after that position. So Mississippi, y'all up. Make sure you do the right thing.
We got to get
your research too.
We got to get some new blood in there, you know, not to say that what he has done over the years wasn't great. And I think that, you know, it was okay, but it's time to turn over the reins to the younger generation and allow them the chance to take us into the next century. You have to think about it. These people that have been in office, they were in office before the internet was even created. Think about it like that.
It's time, y'all. It's been, you know, they've had their season, and not just say,
yeah,
we all have our seasons. And
we do.
It's time to turn it over to the younger people who are more, you know, progressive and ready to fight this, because we need progressives in there. We need people who are ready to fight and progress this country. Okay.
Yeah.
So
at the end of the day,
do your research, guys.
Yeah. If you are in office, you were in office when we still had payphones for a dime, it's time for you to go ahead and retire. Like, seriously. Yeah, it's time for you to pass on the torch. Let the younger generation show us and take us to that next phase in life. Let them have it, you know. Sit back, go experience being with your grandchildren, go experience doing something else, and let them take the reign. Have trust that, you know, they can handle the job and the responsibility. So good luck to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all remember Carrie Lake, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Carrie Lake, Arizona. She tried to run for, I think it was governor.
A couple of times.
And she lost big time.
And wouldn't
she's
accept
that
it.
woman. Yeah, she's that woman who really don't know what color she is, because I see melanin all through her.
That is a black woman past.
But she's so she gone, y'all. She gone, and she crazy.
She's darker than me.
She crazy too. She is crazy.
In the summer, in the wintertime though, in the wintertime.
The judge voiced Carrie Lake's massive layoff at Voice of America. So Lake, a former local news anchor and failed gubernatorial and Senate candidate, yeah, she was running for Senate, has tried to dismantle Voices of America, the U.S. government-funded international broadcaster created during World War II to provide news to global audiences, and particularly in countries with little or no press freedom. Lake left her position as CEO in November of 2019. So she was trying to lay all these people off. And basically a judge said, no, you will not. And they won, and it was overturned.
Good.
Yeah, it was her and the Trump administration behind the whole thing. So she's still at it, trying to be a crook, still not winning, still losing. Losers. Everybody who touches the man with the dead hand becomes an automatic loser. So don't tell nobody I ain't never told y'all. Don't get comfortable or close to the man with a dead hand. You will lose every
And
time. No doubt.
everything he touches,
Turns to
including our economy. Did you know, Miss Morningstar, that over the past 5 months, the U.S. has borrowed $50 billion a week for the past 5 months? And that's according to the Congressional Budget Office, CBO, reporting that another $1 trillion was added to the federal deficit in the first 5 months of the year.
I can believe it. This is why we are at such a deficit. It's even going up. And not to mention what this war is costing us monthly. We are definitely headed to a, what did Zeus say, 1940 style economy? Like, serious. It is very, the pressure is very bad. And it's not letting up right now.
Well, this was just released 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It showed that the government is estimated to have borrowed $308 billion last month alone. Where is the money, LaShandra?
That must mean you see him willy-nillying out 10 billion. That's his new word. I'm gonna give you 10 billion. 10 billion. You get 10 billion. You get 10. I mean, everybody gets 10 billion. You know, he gets stuck on the word. It was trillions and trillions. Now it's billions. Everybody get a billion.
How do we borrow in 1 month? February only had 29 days, y'all. And in 1 month, that's $308 billion in 29 days. What?
It's just... But they can't do anything to feed the homeless here, to feed the kids here. They can't do anything for the United States, but they got all the money in the world for everything else. It's just sickening.
You know, I'm a numbers person, so I'm looking at this and the wheels are spinning in my head. Between October 25th, which is a new fiscal year for 2026, and February, the Treasury spent an additional $31 billion on net interest for public debt compared to the prior year. As a result, in just 5 months, the Treasury forked out a total of $433 billion to service public debt, which is now nearing $38.9 trillion. The man is going to bankrupt us. We are bankrupt already. We just haven't felt it yet. Anyway, on what is a good question, Nikki? On what? We would like to know. I would like to get my hands on, can I have the balance sheet? Can I have the income statement? Please. Can I just take a look at the balance sheet, please? That's all I want.
It'll be a whole bunch of, that is just gonna make you angry.
I'm already angry just thinking about the type of money that our country has wasted, and we'll never see that money again. That is our money. That's not money that comes out of the Treasury just printed it up. No, that's the money that comes out of every one of our checks. No matter if you are paying, if you're going to a job or you're getting government assistance, every check you get is taxed. And those taxes, you see where our tax money is going. Oh, let me breathe.
Yeah, and my last story, y'all. So I was trying to cover some places in the South and just different things going on. So Alabama's governor, you see how I talk like that, spares us one more state-sponsored spectacle of cruelty. So they will no longer go through with the execution of Charles Lee Burton, a 75-year-old Black man who was not in the building when a man was murdered during the 1991 robbery. So this man apparently backdoored in 1991 a store robbery where Burton participated in the robbery at the age of 34. A customer who was entering the store was pew-pewed by the person who was with him, but he had already left. He had already left and was probably out. It doesn't say if he was in the car, but they say he was not in the store. He was not in the store at the time the pew-pewing took place. They gave him the death penalty in Alabama for that.
Black man.
They gave him the death penalty. So he was, a black man. He was set 74 years old today, to this day. He was set to on Tuesday, to be alive. And the Alabama governor, Kate Ivey, stopped it. She commuted the death sentence to just 7 because he's old, he's in a wheelchair, he has rheumatoid arthritis, he has health complications. But they were still pushing in Alabama to execute this man. She had to stop it. He didn't hurt anybody. He didn't, even though he participated in the robbery, he left out. He didn't hurt anybody.
You know, that's what happens, though. That's what happens. You can be charged. You can get the same amount of time for riding in a car.
Yep.
And you can get the same amount of time. And that's what we need to tell our children. And, Monica Meeks had me really thinking, and I am going to do this over the summer. I am going to take a group of boys one field trip a month to the court system and let them sit, because I need them to understand how detrimental one mistake can cost you your life, and let them see how the justice system works. Let them, kind of show them the importance of staying in school, getting your education, staying out of trouble, so that they don't end up on the other side, right. not witnessing, but actually participating. We don't want our babies to go through this.
It just bothers me with this story, though.
I know it does.
Because I know what it was. Alabama, I already know that they were profiling, and because there's been way harsher crimes that have taken place in most recent time, and these people are still roaming the streets free.
Yeah, look at January 6ers.
Yeah, the people who unalived the 2 protesters. I mean, there's the ICE agents, the federal agents. They're still free as birds, actually in hiding. People, they're hiding them.
Yeah.
It just shows you where our criminal justice system is, how we need to get new people in and the bad old people out. We got to reform. We got a lot of work to do. But that was it for me.
Thank you, Ms. Morningstar. Those were some really great articles that we needed to discuss on the show. So let's get into how's your mental? Let's bring our sisters on up. Hey, Miss Jack. Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nikki. Good morning. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Awesome.
Good.
That's good. Everybody hear me okay?
Uh-huh.
All right. I hear y'all just fine as well. So good morning, Nikki. Let's start with you. Good morning, Nikki. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm good. We got some weather coming, which I'm not excited about. We're supposed to get some more snow.
Oh, that's ugly.
Yeah, we still snowing. We're gonna be, I'm sad about that.
Nobody said we had enough. Somebody else.
She's like, yeah, we still snow.
Still snowing. What's going on? It's still snowing.
Right. Yeah. So, I'm gonna be saying that for a few more weeks. Hopefully we can go on and wrap it up. But yeah, we go good until the end of March sometimes.
Oh, that's ugly. That's so disrespectful. I'm sorry.
It's so disrespectful. Like, I'm ready for 85, the sun shining,
Go to Texas.
Did you see T Wiz? It was 85 in her hometown. That was disgusting to her. She was disgusting.
I seen it. I was upset about that.
We had it too.
I said not disgusting though.
We had it too. I wasn't
gonna say be bragging, so I be feeling some kind of way. I try not to bring up the weather.
Move to Texas. That's all we can tell you, baby.
You know what? I'm gonna make you feel a little bit better. In Alaska, it stopped snowing in May and it start back in September.
Alaska does not make me feel better. We should not be on the same page as Alaska.
Right. That is not cool.
I did my best.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm okay.
That's good. I'm glad that you're okay. How about you, Miss Jack? How are you today?
I'm great. How's everybody else out there?
Everybody's doing good. So today's topic is about HIV prevention and care for women, and knowledge is protection. So who's going to kick us off with this information? Who's going to start?
I wanted to say something first.
All right, go ahead.
Before we start. It's not funny, but I don't know. I'm just that person. I want to say, give prayers to all of the families of the fallen soldiers.
Absolutely.
Because we are in an unwarranted conflict / war, whatever you want to call it. And while everybody is talking about it, they speak of these soldiers as a part of it, as like a piece of a puzzle, nothing tangible. And I just need everybody to know, as a veteran, that I saw a story before we started. I saw a story and I was just stunned, because these are lives. These are real people. We had that reality. It was always a possibility whenever we deployed that family member would not come home. And right now there's families dealing with that. And we were actually during actual war. We have no real reason to do this. So to have to try to reconcile with the fact that your soldier is gone, and that there's no real, like, nothing is going to make them feel better, but there's like no real reason. I just sympathize with every one of them, and just wanted to say that for every soldier that did not make it home, I feel for every one of them, because it's not talked about the way it should be talked about. Right now it's talked about as if, hey, more it may happen to more, we may lose more, and that is not humane.
Yeah,
right.
Soldiers in such a way is not humane, to just brush it off as we may lose more, or that's what you signed up for. That's what they signed up for. It's one of the casualties of war. These are human beings, and
that's the main part. They're
lost part of that with this administration. Go ahead.
Right.
No, I was gonna say mothers, fathers, sisters, sons. They are people.
Real people. Just because you're not in the military, we don't sign up to pass away.
No.
Get that straight. That's not what
nobody would do that.
We sign up to defend our country, and we know that's a possibility, but that's not what we sign up for. And it just hurts my heart when I hear people say that. Well, they knew what they signed up for. It's not.
What bothers me most is our government is treating our soldiers as if they're expendable, and they are not.
That's how they're speaking. Thank you. That's what I want to say.
Lives, and they had families, and they had people who cared and loved them, and this is senseless. I think every war is senseless. What are we fighting about? Just stay on your side of the street, mow your yard, cut your hedges, worry about yourself. Right. America's so busy trying to tell everybody else what to do, and your backyard is overgrown. Okay?
I said that earlier, you try to fix so many other countries, fix this one.
Yeah.
First. I thought it was America first. Don't let me get started, y'all.
Yeah, don't start. Okay. So today,
and not just just all the people who are over there in the families, because they said 140 people were injured today.
Yeah.
So you got to think about that too. Yeah. So I'm just praying for everybody who's involved in this.
I'm praying for everybody who's innocent in this. Now, I'm gonna be honest. There's some people that they over there. They right there. Right there. All right. I'm giving out addresses at this point. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C. 20205. Oh, okay. Over there. I sure am. Over there.
They know what he look like. Shoot, don't nobody else look like him.
Okay.
You're right about that. Okay.
You know who the big ogre is.
And get everybody in this cabinet too. I'm just saying. All right. John Wick them. All right, Equalizer moment. John Wick, Equalizer. I just love those movies.
Me too.
I love those movies.
Yeah, there was a female one.
Oh yeah,
Ballerina.
It was.
Yeah, I've watched all of them. I love movies like that, and I just feel like
I stay watching them kind of movies.
I can give out
because in my former life I was an assassin.
Me too.
Now you know that about
I'm
me.
not gonna talk about my former life, because if I talk about I'm gonna have to take some people out. So I can't tell y'all all what I used to do, but I'm just saying I do give out addresses.
I was cold with it, y'all.
You was
cold with it.
Anywho, anyhow.
Okay.
So let's get into this HIV prevention.
We're going to talk about HIV prevention for women specifically. My first tip before we even get into it, women, because this is Women's History Month. We had International Women's Day. And women, we have to take specific precautions. But what I want to say to every woman that can hear my voice, do not hesitate to ask anyone of their status. I don't care how fine they are. They can be a fine walking disease. Okay, it can save your life. We have to teach our young ladies to not care about them little boys not liking them if they ask them too many questions. Women, you should know about their My Chart. You should know their status, because this is your life that you are potentially putting in danger. If you feel uncomfortable asking them that, find out why you feel uncomfortable asking them that. And depending on their reaction, that lets you know if you should be with that person or not. So please, women, do not hesitate to ask somebody their status. There are certain clinics or different places where you can go and get tested for absolutely free. But if somebody, you know, you're talking to a man or a woman, whoever, you ask them their status and they crash out, yeah, that's
run. If they crash out, run.
Right.
There's the reason why they're crashing out. And look, don't play with your life. Go ahead, Miss Jack. Yes. Run.
So for the teenagers, when I say teach your young girls, you know, peer pressure is crazy. Peer pressure would make you make some of the worst decisions, and we've made them as adults. But we have to teach our young girls to stop making them as, you know, as a young girl, because the age limit for having it, there is no age limit. So it could be a young boy, it could be a young man, it could be whomever, but we have to make sure that we start asking for actual, you know, what is your status, or you know, have you had any diseases? Do you have any diseases right now? Those type of questions, the hard, uncomfortable questions, can save your life. So that's what I wanted to start out with.
Can I add to that?
Sure.
Okay, so I agree with that 1000%. And I will take it one step further and say your first date, if you're going to go and you guys are hanging out and you feel like, you know, you are attracted to this person, your first date should be to the clinic. Your first date should be to, you guys should make it a date to go to the clinic. Why not? Why? I'm not just going to ask you your status, because a pair of lips can tell you anything. Your first date should be a trip to the clinic together and get tested together and get your results back together. And I mean, it's a level of maturity, but if you are out here doing things like grown folks, you need to be mature enough as an adult or a young adult to make sure that you go get checked, and the person that you want to badunk with is checked as well. Y'all can exchange. Y'all can go to dinner after you get your results back and exchange your and then read the results to each other and say, okay, we're good, but you also want to protect yourself against babies. Now that should be anyhow.
But that's true. If you have the nerve to want to share bodies, bump bodies, boom, boom, boom with me, then you should be able to do the things that I ask you for me to feel comfortable to bump bodies with you, right? If you get offended, go bump bodies with somebody else then. If I need to make sure I'm protecting myself and that offends you, well, you and I cannot speak anymore.
You know? Right. You know, peer pressure is big, not only with teenagers, but like think about in college. I went to HBCU for undergrad, and I remember there was a situation where this girl knew that she was positive. She went into the male's dorm and set herself up somewhere, and the guys lined up down the hall, down the steps, and had spicy time, one after another. It finally came out that she was positive. She ended up going to jail for that, for attempted murder.
Yeah.
But think about how many people who had girlfriends and stuff, or different, were with other people, were in that line.
Right.
So think about how many people had to get tested.
Yep.
There's a whole thing on campus. Like, if you were with this person, you need to go get tested.
Wow.
That is really sad. And I'm going to say this. We
God.
need to have that hard conversation with our young men as well. I'm going to just say it, and then we're going to go to break. I have told my son, and I've told my grandson, and the one that's off in college, if somebody is freely giving it away, you don't want it.
You sure?
That's what I said.
You ain't
they're giving it away like that. Yeah.
You ain't the only one. Trust me.
Freely giving it away, you don't want it. Ooh.
It might have just been somebody 2 seconds before you. I'm just saying. There are some stories out there of women
get back, Satan.
having 2 babies in their stomach. One baby in their stomach. Well, 2 babies in their stomach with 2 different daddies.
Yeah, Tyler made a whole show about it. It was sisters.
That's true. No, but
it can happen.
That's a true. Okay, and I'm just telling
somebody like that. I understand.
I did.
Yes,
it's a true.
So, men, listen, our brothers that are out there listening, please have that conversation with your sons. Please. I mean, I know men, you guys want to mark it off on your baby. You'll be marking off the days you got left on your life. Let's go to break.
Yeah,
you are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will be right back.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
Carter's Caring Hands is here to serve the communities here in Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, as well as Southfield, Michigan. We also go out into the unhoused community, serve the community with care bags. Low-income families, our senior citizens, and our veterans with fresh food baskets each and every day, because no one should choose medication over food. We are here to serve you. Your community is our community, and our community is one community. From our hands to your hand.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
Hello, everybody. My name is Monica Meeks. I'm a wife, a mom, and a soldier for life. And I'm running for the 19th Judicial District Circuit Court Clerk for Montgomery and Robertson County in Tennessee. I am so grateful for Our Plug LLC for giving me an opportunity to share my platform and explain why I'm running for office. Early voting is July 17th through August 1st, with the final day of voting on August 6, 2026. I'm an independent candidate, and I appreciate your support.
Hello, my name is Keith Young. I'm the founder of Young Helping Hands, headquartered in Detroit, Michigan. Young Helping Hands is a business created to help seniors in our community. We help seniors in all areas, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, in efforts to enhance their overall health and wellness. To learn more about Young Helping Hands, please visit our website, www.young-helping-hands.com. You can also reach out to us via email, younghelpinghands1@gmail.com. Lastly, you can visit us on Our Plugs podcast.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mara Keller, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and candidate for Congress in Georgia's 3rd District. Now, I'm running because too many decisions in Washington are being made without listening to the people that they affect, whether it's public safety, veterans care, education, or protecting our constitutional rights. These aren't partisan issues. If you believe our government should work for everyday Americans and not special interests, I invite you to stand with us. Your donations help keep this grassroots campaign people-powered. Every donation fuels our voter outreach, ads, and our shared fight for a better Georgia. Visit marakeller.com to donate today. Let's finally serve the people who sent us to Washington. And a huge thanks to DJ Kitty Cat 50 for the energy and the spotlight. Let's keep pushing.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. So we left off reminding people that to protect themselves. And I'm just going to read T Wiz's comment. T Wiz is our sister. We haven't had her on the show yet, but I think T Wiz needs to come on the show and give her words of wisdom as well. But she said, open cobbler is not safe cobbler. And slanging pickle is dangerous pickle. So I am going to leave it at that. Who is next? Was that Nikki? Are you going to follow up after Miss Jack? Miss Jack, you are quiet, and this is the first time I've ever had you speechless. Go ahead, Nikki.
Okay. I want to give a couple of quick numbers, statistics. So Black women account for 54% of the new HIV diagnosis among women in the US right now. And Black women are about 10 times more likely to be diagnosed with HIV than white women. And so I just wanted to put that out there. Some of that has to do with, like we talked about the last week, that they don't have access to care. Or like you may, go places and you're not getting diagnosed, they're not checking you for things because, they think that we're making stuff up and we're med seeking. So sometimes it's harder, for you to go in there and get the help that you need. I had a woman who had been married for 40 or 50 years, and she had been sick for years.
Oh.
And they were doing all type of tests on her, trying to figure out what was happening. And they finally had nothing else that they could do, so they did an HIV test. And she was positive.
That wasn't
it turned
last resort.
No, I guess they figured because she had been married so long, that wasn't something that they should test for. And so they just decided to do it, found out her husband for most of their marriage has been for the community. And he was going to see the ladies out in the community. So
is he still living?
He was the last time that I dealt with them. But yeah. And he had given her HIV.
Because that would be Lord, please bow your eyes, close your head. Lord, please.
And let the church say that.
Amen.
Church say.
I'm gonna add to the medical part that she said. One of the other barriers for women is many insurance plans, including Medicare Part B, cover PrEP and related clinical visits with no out-of-pocket costs, but that's if you have it. So if you don't have any type of health care, then you may have to pay out of pocket to get some of the preventative measures that we're going to talk about. So there's a lot of barriers that stop people from able to get prevention care. Go ahead.
A lot of people have lost their health care now. So when you don't have health care, there are still free clinics in your area.
Yes,
there are clinics for you to go to and find out your status and get your medication. Because you can live with HIV. You can live with it now. There was a time when we were younger and, growing up, it was a death sentence, honestly. Right. But you really live with it now. It was. And technology or the advancement in science has got us to this point. And I'm not going to go into detail, but some countries actually are different from America. Yes, the CURE. And we can't say that on TikTok because, TikTok is raggedy and owned by the man. Anyway, but some countries, But go ahead.
Yes.
I'm
one of the HIV preventions for women, there's a pre-exposure and then there's a post-exposure. So the pre-exposure is a daily pill or periodic injection for women who are HIV negative but at high risk. There is a pill called Truvada, and it's approved for daily use. Descovy, which is, I've heard so many commercials about Descovy.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
It has not been studied for receptive fornication and is not recommended for most cisgender women. And then Apretude is a long-acting shot given every 2 months. So there's different types of pre-exposure that go from, an injection to a pill. Because some people can't take pills. Some people don't like needles. I don't like neither, but you have to take one. But that's a pre-exposure prophylaxis called PrEP. You want to add anything to PrEP, Nikki?
No, that's what I had to PrEP and the post one, the PEP.
PEP. I'm about to say, is it PEP? It says PEP, post-exposure prophylaxis, is an emergency medication taken within 72 hours of a potential exposure to prevent infection. It's kind of like the morning after pill for pregnancy, if you can take it soon enough. So if you say, for instance, you find out that that person that you bumped bodies with was, you may have potentially been exposed, and you can take a PEP. It's emergency medication, so you should be able to get it. Can you get it from the emergency room if you go in there and tell them, Nikki?
I think you can, and you can go to like some of the clinics, in the community,
urgent care,
and and in some of the free clinics in the community, they have stuff, and then like some of the communities have like HIV and AIDS outreach places you can go to that have a full clinic inside of them too.
Okay, and the last one is just the normal barrier methods, which are male and female prophylactics or condoms, which prevent HIVs and STIs. STIs are sexually transmitted infections. STDs are sexually transmitted diseases. So those are the type of barriers and prevention methods.
And like you guys were saying, like he was saying, there's so many different advantages that people have in order to prevent, they didn't have so long ago. So, Powerful Black Woman just made a good comment. Look at Magic Johnson. He looked healthier than a lark. You wouldn't even...
And he was rich. You got to keep in mind, he was rich.
Yeah,
and then when
that was
he
back
did
then.
Exactly.
So he had access to a lot of that probably back then.
Probably in testing phases. He probably had it in phases of testing, yeah.
Right. Medical advances have came so far. So you got to look into all the advances, and you got to take advantage of things and be careful, be mindful.
The last one was testing. I forgot testing. The CDC recommends that all women aged 13 to 64 be tested at least once with annual screenings for those with higher risk factors. 13 to 64 is a good age, because you should not be active before that. But we all know that some people could potentially be born with it. Pregnant women transfer during birth. Addicts start at younger ages. They could transfer it through dirty needles and things like that. So testing is another prevention.
Yeah, and if you are assaulted, they usually test you for 10 years to make sure that you don't have anything going on. But the testing is easy now. They just swab you. They just break the little things, swab you in your cheek, put it in there, shake it up. You can figure it out real quick. And basically, it's just, I used to work for Montgomery AIDS Outreach when I first got out of school when I was in Alabama. And we would go to nightclubs and stuff, and we would test in the clubs. We'd give out information.
We would just... I like that. That's
I do too.
Yeah, we go clubbing and go get our test on.
Me and my
that's
me
smart.
And my friend did it in the mall. Me and my friend, I used to work with him at my civilian job that I had for 3 years. After I retired, I figured I didn't want to work no more. We were in the mall and they had a booth set up. And we was like, oh, let's get tested. He was like, sure. They did the same thing Nikki said. And then in the week, you get your little postcard in the mail because you fill it out when you're there. And then they mail it back to you. Oh, you're negative. It is that easy. And it's not something that's like sent to everybody. It's not exposed to everybody. This is your personal information, but it would be good to go have that card. Imagine having that card in your purse or in your whatever. If somebody does say, hey, what is your status? When was the last time
you were tested?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And you could just whip it out like that. Here it is.
And we didn't tell people out in the public if they were positive. And really what it does is it's just collecting your cheek cells. So if there's any dead cells in your saliva that's coming from your cheek, that'll make it positive. But we still have to do the full test. If that comes back positive, you come into, you go into the clinic and you do the actual full test, the blood test to see, what's happening. And if it happens to come back, not, and when you come in, we counsel you. We talk to you about what things might have led to this, how to, do things different in the future. Like if there's a close call or it was, that was positive or something's happening and it's not coming back up, we talk to you about what happened and what you were doing, what you could do different, because education is the other part of it.
Yeah.
Young adults in college and it's supposed to be fun or just, being young in your 20s, I can do what I want to. And so that is including that. But so we talk about that stuff like that.
I was going to say that I would expect people that do have HIV to need mental health counseling and therapy because of, society. I wouldn't say society is more okay with it now, but there are still people out there that will treat you like you have leprosy if they find out that you have it, and that's the one thing you really don't want people to find out. So if it does get out, then, that is very hard to deal with mentally. Right. So I would assume that, they come and get therapy as well for just their mental health.
Right. And a lot of people don't even know they have it. That's the sad part. Like people don't know they have it until it's too late and your system starts breaking down.
Yeah.
And then it's at a worse stage by then, right?
Yeah. Kind of like cancer, it breaks down, it goes from stage to stage. And knowledge is power. We go and we go to the dentist. We go and we go get our eyes checked. We go and we go get our well woman's exam. And when you go get your well woman's exam, ask for your HIV test. Do not be afraid. It's once a year. I've been married for almost 30 years, and every year, like clockwork.
Just a swab.
It's just a swab. Yeah. And not to say that but you never know what people, you never know. So I'd rather know than not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like you said, if you just do it during your appointment as a woman, you're getting all this other woman stuff done. Just get that done real quick too, because that takes away the stigma of it and that the fear of, and the shame that can be associated with it. This is just a part of it, what I do every year.
Because they call it the well women appointment.
Right. And they do everything.
They do. And they actually ask you, like I know at the VA, they like, well, what you want to test for, honey? What you want? You want everything? Yeah.
They always ask.
Give me the work.
And they supposed to.
Give me the gamut.
Give me the work. I want every test available. I really want them to do a full body scan on me. You guys have ever seen that? The scan from head to toe?
You want them to pull out I feel that this whole technology.
I did get the blood test. It's a blood test that tells you what type of medications works for your body.
Oh.
And it's every type of medication. It tells you what classes to stay away from and what classes of medications are good for you. I did get that done.
Okay.
I didn't know that existed.
That information.
Yeah.
It tells you what medications are good for your body versus the
ones. So you won't have side effects and stuff.
Side effects,
yeah.
I didn't even know that existed.
Me either. So please send us that information so we can.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Nikki has homework, y'all. She got to bring us that so we can tell y'all. The last part is women that live with HIV can live healthy lives by adhering to treatment So there's care and management if you have it. Antiretroviral therapy, ART, daily medication that reduces the viral load to undetectable levels. Undetectable means when the viral load is undetectable, there is effectively no risk of transmitting HIV to a partner. That's what undetectable means. It doesn't mean you don't have it, but the load is so low that you won't transmit it to somebody else. That's not saying that you don't still need to use protection.
Right.
Okay. That just means that your load has gotten low enough that you potentially will not transmit to a partner. Okay. So take your ARTs. If you are pregnant and breastfeeding, pregnant women can safely take ART to nearly eliminate the risk of passing HIV to their babies. It's called perinatal transmission.
Let's keep
the what?
I'm
perinatal transmission. And then my last note, women's cervical cancer screening. Women with HIV have a higher risk of HPV and cervical cancer. So regular Pap tests, which I know most women hate Paps, but there's a reason for them. Regular Pap tests twice in the first year of diagnosis and annually thereafter are critical.
Yeah.
Also, one last thing, contraceptive. Some HIV medications can reduce the effectiveness of hormonal birth control pills, patches, or implants. So discuss the interactions with your healthcare provider.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Mrs. Jack. We appreciate your knowledge. And we appreciate you taking out the time, because there's a lot of people who really need to take a serious look at your health.
Yes.
You know, we can't just put the blinders on. You know, this is your body. This is how you are going to live. And, you know, at work today, one of our coworkers, she was like, what's the age for senior citizens? And, you know, we all made jokes about it. No, it's actually 65. 65.
McDonald's senior coffee is 55.
I understand, but Ms. Jack, technically the age of that most people consider senior citizens is 65. And, you know, we were all joking around, and I said, you better hope that you get to live that long, because some people don't get to live that long. You know, we make jokes. Oh, you better hope to be my age one day. We say that, but you really got to think about that. What are you doing for your body to make sure that you can live that long? The ladies, get out there, and gentlemen, get out there and make sure that you know what's going on with you. We always say we minding our own business. This is part of minding your own business.
We got to normalize talking about this again, because we used to talk about this a lot. You know, when it first came out, like in the 80s, 90s, 2000, we used to talk about it. We don't really talk about it anymore, like it's gone. It is still here, and it's affecting us. So we really need to start talking about it more, talking about it openly, taking the stigma away from it, educating anybody who will listen. And ladies, if we don't feel comfortable with something, walk away. Don't do it.
Yeah. And don't get peer pressured into doing it. I'm saying that to anybody who was feeling the pressure of somebody saying, oh, well, you know, I don't need to be yes, you do. Because if you're playing on this playground, you need to make sure that you got the right equipment to play on. You need to put some, you know, make sure that you are okay. Don't sell yourself short. We are queens. Don't sell yourself short. Go ahead, Ms.
Let me jump in. I want to jump in real quick, because Powerful Black Woman made a good point about how going back to the healthier eating habits and doing things to the inside of our bodies, which help heal. Because we have to think about it, like back in the day, before all this medicine, before all of this stuff, what did our ancestors do? They healed from the inside out. They used natural herbs and different types of and there is, like, I know in every city, every state, there's like countless of herb stores you can go into and you can go buy natural things, sea moss and, you know, all kind of stuff. We do
Yes.
sea moss over here. So it's a lot of different things. Just we gotta treat our bodies right.
Right.
And you can grow you some stuff in the house. You know,
You
they
can
got them
grow
little
stuff.
gardens now. Mm-hmm.
You definitely can.
Yes. Nowadays, it's best that you do grow your own stuff. You know, them people putting anything in our foods, like seriously.
They held back or removed some of the restrictions on chemicals that they can use.
That's good, Melba.
On plants and farms and stuff with this crazy administration. Also, we have to break stigmas. Yeah. When I see commercials for HIV, it makes me so upset because it's all gay people.
Gay people. And that's not true.
Gay men.
Why do they still do that?
And I saw like maybe one white couple, maybe one black couple, man and woman, but it was mostly they you have to stop that because it makes our young people think that's not a hetero.
And that is what they used to try to teach younger people back in the day, that it was a gay disease. And that is so misleading. I see the commercials all the time, and I see
them
like,
yes, we see them all the time.
Are you just have two women together or two men together and think that's, oh, I'm cool because that's two of them? No.
Right. If you want to know the truth about it, if you want to know the truth about it, the gay community they're more cautious about it than heterosexuals are because they've had such a huge stigma. So they are making sure that they are tested and making sure that they're okay. Now, heterosexuals for years, they formed in our minds that, oh, it's just for gay people. And you're right. This is affecting Black women. It did not say gay Black women. It said Black women. We are the biggest demographic. And we are getting it from somewhere. So please don't sell yourself short by thinking, oh, it's not us. That's a gay. No, gay people are more active going to that clinic than you are. Now, fix it, Jesus.
Yeah, I used to have a thing that I used to pass out to people when I worked there. It was like 2 people at the top, and then it was basically like everybody who they slept with. You know what I mean? So it's like you are sleeping with everybody that your partner has slept with. And before you knew it, you had this huge poster of people. And a lot of people used to be like, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
You are touching everybody they touched. So you have to be careful. You have to be selective.
And
you can't be out in the street.
To your children. Sometimes, I'm not saying you got to scare them jokers, but sometimes you got to give them some real reality and make them say, you know what? I did not think about that, and I'm a little afraid. You got to give them the hard truth sometimes. When they smelling themselves and they like 14, 15, you know.
Ooh, I am not ready for this grandson of mine, Lord. Oh,
you got a little time.
Thank you, Jesus.
I went through it with teenagers and girls. I remember we took the girls out. We had a girl name. We just showed them stuff. We showed them pictures. Look, you see that? You know, you gotta kind of give people, and eventually, kids will grow up. They're gonna make choices.
Yes,
you just gotta try to put the fruit, just like we do with anything with our kids. We gotta try to give them the fruit, give them the good food, and hopefully they retain some of that and make choices that are good, you know, and they'll think before they act.
Yes,
you know, because that one quick second can change your whole life.
Exactly.
That heat of the moment can get you some heebie-jeebies, so you might want to, you know.
I always tell them, like, a baby is not, you know, there's way worse stuff than a baby. There's stuff you can't get rid of out here. There's stuff that can kill you. Like, I tell my nieces that all the time. I was like, I take a call. I'm like, whatever. Like, we can have real conversations. We're going to talk about
and
this.
They might be like, but
keep it real.
But you hear me. You hear me.
You heard what I said.
But
I want to be grown. Be grown.
That they heard it from you. Then nobody ever told me that.
Exactly. Ladies, we are coming up to the end of the show. What an informative show. Thank you so much, Ms. Jack and Counselor Nikki. You guys, we truly appreciate you bringing the knowledge to the community. And I hope our listening audience takes heed and go get their checks. Ladies, Well Woman's exam, include that in your Well Woman's exam. My exam is coming up, I think, in either next week or the week after. Sure am. I sure am. I'm walking right up in there. Give it to me all. Give everything to me. Anything how much blood do you want? Take it all. Let's see what's going on with me.
I'm quick to be like going between, be like, you need some blood?
Okay.
You need fast?
You
What
need some lab work? What you need?
You need.
Here I am. Okay. Miss Jack, can you any last words for our listening audience?
Please pray for our soldiers.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, sis. And we are. Thank you. And Counselor Nikki, any last words?
Yes, these conversations and learning about things and talking to each other, this is what helps us, because we're the ones that are dying. We're the ones that are, not making it through this.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much once again, ladies, for your information and your time. We truly, truly appreciate you. Miss Morningstar, can you take us home?
I sure can. Thank you guys for coming through today. We appreciate y'all, Memphis, Tennessee, Holly Springs, Mississippi. As always, it's been a pleasure to be with you guys this morning. I hope the information provided is helpful for everyone. We are a community who love on one another, and we're going to help each other any way we can. WKRA 92.7 The Change. We appreciate you. TikTok, and Instagram, and YT, YouTube, and Facebook. Y'all have a wonderful day on purpose. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Oh, and Iran, call me if y'all need that address. Bye.
As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guests. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs, because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the community connection where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.